everyone, and welcome to the Pedaling Princess Podium. I'm your host, John Ardelli. And today I'm at Framework Cycle and Fitness. I just had a little errand to run here. Actually, I've been running around town doing errands most of the day today. It's a Monday following the Saturday my team is supposed to work. I had the Saturday off because I had a vacation day, and we get the following Monday off on the Saturday we have to work, so I had the day off. I thought I'd run around and get a few things done, including I went to a firm to discuss my debt problem that I mentioned earlier. And that's what got me thinking, was when I got here to Framework, walking through town to get here, I noticed a lot of businesses seem to have gone out of business. For example, there's the Jaspers. It was a restaurant that was basically a fixture around here for 30-odd years or more. And in fact, it's a place my mother used to take me when I was a little boy all the time. And just one day, completely out of the blue, no warning or anything, it was just closed. And when I talked to the staff, they said they were pretty much told a day or two before the place was to close, hey, we're closing the place down, your job's done. And not that long after the Jaspers closed, an even bigger, more popular place in Sydney closed, the Smooth Herman's Cabaret. It was one of the hottest night spots in Sydney because it was the only bar that was actually open after 2 a.m. And also Joe's Warehouse and Food Emporium, which was actually in the same building as Smooth Herman's and under the same owners, closed at the same time. And again, it was just like with the Jasper situation, where they just simply closed rather abruptly, completely out of the blue. And of course there have been a lot of other things, like the tearing down of the old Vogue Theatre and the replacement of it with a office building. Now the Vogue Theatre had a lot of potential. It could have been renovated because there was a beautiful old building, and if it had been renovated, it could have been used as a stage theater, could have been used as it's continued to be used as a theater. All it needed really was a new projector and new sound system, because the sound system was pretty old. And I always thought if I'd had money, I would have taken it, refurbished it, and maybe made it into a THX-approved sound system theater, which I believe would have made it the only THX-approved sound system theater east of Montreal. But basically, what I was thinking, looking at all these places that have changed, all these businesses that have closed, I'm wondering what's happening to the economy around here. Like, I must admit, money is not exactly my strong suit. If it was, I wouldn't be in the financial difficulty I'm in now. But the fact is, something is wrong here, because there's been a lot of changes in this town just in the last 5 years. Like I say, the closing of Jaspers and Smooth Herman's. I guess you could say that times are just tough right now, both for the individual and for businesses. It's not that I'm not a hard worker. At my current job, I'm known as being one of the hardest workers that they have. It's just frustrating that no matter how hard I work, I still can't seem to make enough money to make ends meet with any reasonable ease and have a reasonable standard of living. If money was given out for how hard one worked, I think I'd be quite a bit wealthier than I am now, but it's not the way it works. The thing is, I do have skills that I wasn't formally trained for. The very existence of this show shows that I know how to edit, I know how to do sound mix. But I don't have any papers that say I know how to do that. Now, mind you, I could probably point people in the direction of this show now that's existed for a while and say, hey, here's what I can do. Okay, but then what if there's no positions available in that field? I'd love to work like at ATV or CBC or at a film company doing sound editing, film editing, writing and producing and directing my own films for that matter. I've mentioned that before. But the fact is, without the educational credentials, it's hard to prove. Like, I suppose for just making a film, I could make a film with this camera I've got right here and prove what I can do there. To be honest, that is one of the reasons that I do this show. I'd like to at least show people that I can do these things, that I have these talents, that I have these skills. And I'm hoping maybe someday somebody might notice and might say, hey, we could use somebody with skills like yours. Well, maybe. Maybe not. But even if I don't, I have to admit that making the Pedaling Princess Podium thus far has been one of the most fun things I've done in many years. And between that and having a wonderful woman by my side, it feels like my life is looking up in most respects. Just not financially. I have to work on that. That's what's frustrating. It seems like everything you want to do, it revolves around money. No matter how hard you work, no matter how much you know, you always need money to get started. Where do you get it? I guess in this economy you don't. Thank you for watching the Pedaling Princess Podium. I'm your host, John Ardelli, and I hope to see you all again here next week. Bye for now.